on the website too.
Yes.
Good stuff.
إن صلاتي ونسكي ومحياي ومماتي لله رب العالمين لا شريك له وبذلك أمرت وأنا أول المسلمين غير الله أرغب ربي كل شيء غير الله أرغب ربا وهو رب كل شيء إن أخاف أن عصيت ربي عذاب يوم عظيم الله أعبد مخلصين له الدين. I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and I bear witness that the Prophet Muhammad is Khatam al-Nabiyyin, seal of the prophets. My prayer, my sacrifice, my life, and my death are all for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Lord of the worlds. I welcome you to the best day of the week, Jumu'ah, for the Muslim. This is kind of like the Muslim Sabbath day. We are commanded as Muslims to be here every Friday. The Quran specifically says that all Muslims are supposed to leave all business and traffic and be here in this place. With that being said, my subject today is, what right do you have not to fulfill your potential? I'm going to say that again. What right do you have not to fulfill your potential? Allah says in the Quran, if you follow my guidance, I will raise you to the highest of the high. If you don't follow my guidance, I will reduce you to the lowest of the low. Allah also says in the Quran that I have made man in the best of molds. And if he lives up to his potential, he can be a Khalifa, a person who rules over everything. I love the Arabic language. It's so wonderful. It's so precise in its meanings. As I was looking up words, and of course I was looking up the etymology or the essence of words, I looked up the word kafir. Kafir in Arabic means, yes, it means disbeliever. Yes, it means infidel. But it also means a person who transgresses, a person who rebels. But what I like about it, in its essence, it means somebody who covers something. It means somebody like a farmer who puts the seed in the earth and he covers the seed with the earth. He is called a disbeliever because he's covering the seed. In religious language, for human beings, for me and you, it means a person who has not fulfilled their potential. I'm going to say that again. A disbeliever in the Arabic language for you and me, as a person, as a believer, is a person who has not fulfilled his true potential. Why? Because you're covering up, you're hiding, you're burying what God has put inside you so you can manifest that to the world. You are covering up, you're burying, you're hiding what God has for you to manifest to the world. So my question today for you and to myself is, are you a disbeliever? Are you a kafir? Are you disbelieving because you're covering up what God has for you? You see, when you doubt yourself and don't go forward, that's disbelief. When you go forward, but you're in the same place that you were 10 years ago, that's disbelief, because you don't believe that you can go forward and be successful. When you don't have the confidence to better yourself and you stay in the same place day after day, month after month, year after year, you are a disbeliever. You see, we have a mixed up concept in this thing that we call belief. Belief is not something where you're just sitting on your backside and saying, I believe. That's child's play. Belief in Islam means iman. It means conviction. It means the willingness to go forward despite the odds. The willingness to go forward despite anything that's put before you. My subject today is, why won't you fulfill your potential? Are you just trying to get by in life? What is the matter with you that you just want to be substandard? What is the matter with you that you just want to be mediocre? What is the matter with you that you just want to be some common, mediocre, run-of-the-mill type person saying, I just want to get by? I go to these military schools, and I've been going since I've been a young E4, and it's amazing to me. It's the same conversation in WLC that it is in ILE for majors when I talk to people. They say, I'm just here to pass. I'm not trying to make honor grad. What is the matter with you that you want to be mediocre? What right do you have to be just a standard mediocre person? Even if you don't make honor grad, you should be trying to be your best at all times. What right do you have to disrespect those people who came before you? Those people were bitten by dogs, put in front of fire hoses, cattle prods, and spit upon so you can fulfill your potential. The Holy Quran says there are people who say they believe, but they do not believe. They only speak with their mouths what is not in their heart. I hear a lot of people with their big talk. I hear a lot of people say that they believe in God. I'll challenge you and tell you, if you're in the same place you were 10 years ago, you do not believe in God. You see, a believer manifests confidence even though he fears. A believer seeks to go forward even though he's afraid. A believer seeks to attain all that is in life even when he doubts he's not smart enough. I'm not telling you something that I don't know. I'm telling you something that has been manifest in my own life. Anywhere that I go, I doubt myself. Even before I took this job, becoming an officer, I said to myself for 4 years, I don't think I'm smart enough. I don't think I can do it. They're better than me. But once I learned, once I received this message, I began to grow. I began to understand that it's not about the fear. Real believers fear, and they keep pushing forward. You see, you don't even know yourself if you can't get the courage to get the best out of yourself. If you're not pushing yourself to be the best, you're a coward. You see, we judge ourselves by our physical strength. We never judge ourselves by our mental ability to get past certain things. You see, most of us are hoping God comes down and blesses us with some abracadabra. God is not a genie. What does the Quran say? God will never change the condition of a people until they first change themselves. I'm going to say that again because I don't want you to miss that. It's too many religious people sitting around on their duffel bag waiting for God to change their condition. Allah says in the Quran that He will never change the condition of a people who will not first change themselves. We have this very weak perception of who God is. And I'm telling you, you better wake up quick because He's something different than you think He is. You see, God uses struggle to prepare us. He uses trials to season us for greater glory. He uses trials and tests to purify us. Last, you remember we were having conversation and I told you I started out as a field artillery man and I cried when I was in the field because I knew this was not my place. But it was somewhere that God had to put me to make me understand who I was. You see, he uses these trials to purify us. It doesn't matter where you start. Because obviously God has you there so you can understand where you need to go. But how many of us, when we get in those situations, try to find an easy road out of a difficult situation? The Holy Quran says, if the journey was short, you see, they all would have followed you. He said, but the journey was long. So many of them made excuses. Many of them punked out. Many of them wanted to hang back with their friends. The Quran says that if you have followed the majority of people on earth, surely you will be astray. When you go on this journey, a lot of your friends don't want to come. When you go on the journey of having knowledge and seeking to better yourself and become a man as instead of a boy masquerading as a man, your friends are going to laugh at you. They don't want any part of this because they think that they're losing their fun. But imagine when Moses' people ridiculed him if he had quit. Imagine when the Roman soldiers came to bring Isa or Christ to the cross. Imagine if he had quit. Imagine if the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when they threw trash on him and spit on him and called him names of being a crazy person. Imagine if he had quit. So my question to you is today, what right do you have to be mediocre? What right do you have to be substandard? What right do you have to be some run-of-the-mill, I hope I get through type of person? I'm just trying to get by in life, so I'll keep my head low so nobody will require anything of me type of person. What right do you have to disrespect all of those people who came through, who fought and died and killed, just so you'll have an opportunity to fulfill your potential? I'm challenging you today to get yourself in the right mindset. I'm challenging you today to start your life over today. I'm challenging you today because I know it's possible for you to be better than you are today. I started this journey on a Texas street with a bullet in my back, being beat with a shovel. I started this journey as a failure in the 9th grade. I started this journey 2 Article 15s, 45 days from being kicked out of the Army. When I received this message, when I heard that the Prophet Muhammad said, go in search of knowledge even if you have to go to China. When I started this journey, I believed I was going to end up here. You have to believe that. You have to believe that. It's not where you are now. It's where you're going to be. May Allah bless us to have courage. May Allah bless us to be educated people, and be strong people, even though we're afraid. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله.